What is happening, and welcome to another Photography Talk episode 172. Now, friends, unless you've been away from your devices all week long, you've likely heard about the demise of photography titan DPReview. Now, the site is being shut down after a quarter of a century being online. What gives about this and what is happening to all the site's content? Well, we're going to be chatting about that here in a moment. Now, also in this episode is a discussion of the official announcement from Sony regarding a new camera coming out, heck, next week. What will that camera be? And last but not least, we're going to check in with Canon, which recently greenlit a new third-party lens for its EOS R family of cameras. Now, when you think about it, this is something Canon has been very reluctant might even be a better term for this, but it seems like they've had a change of heart. Now, we're going to explore what you can expect with this new lens momentarily. But first, friends, look, every single week we put these news reels together full of small little bite-sized little news clips to keep you informed as far as what is happening in the industry. Now, of course, if you find some value with this video, friends, you'd be doing us a huge favor by crushing that. It's, all that YouTube stuff. So consider hitting the like button down below. It really does help with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, let's get on to this week's headlines. Wow. I really never thought I would be saying this here, but just a few days ago, it was announced that DPReview is shutting down as part of an Amazon endeavor to cut jobs and save costs. Now, when the site goes dark in just a couple weeks, it's going to mark the end of an incredible 25-year journey. Now, friends, I was part of that journey as well. Long before I founded PhotographyTalk, DPReview was my go-to site for information about gear, industry news, tutorials, and as DPReview member, I really enjoyed this site and I learned a ton. The knowledge and skills that I gained from their tutorials helped give me the confidence, that I needed behind the lens in my early days. In fact, I'll even go on saying the inspiration I derived from DPReview is part of what lit the fire in me to found PhotographyTalk. And really, over the last 25 years, or actually 26 years, I've been building various different companies, all of which revolve around my interests of mine. And it just makes it a lot more fun to go to work in the morning. But you need more than interest in something to build a company. DPReview helped me build the photography expertise, allowing me to start what has now become my longest held company. Sure, when you think about it, when I founded PhotographyTalk back in 2010, our websites became competitors, but I've always held DPReview in high regard, and I'm genuinely saddened that the end of this line for such a top-notch organization. It's a photography industry icon that will sorely be missed. Now, we've discussed rumors of an upcoming Sony camera before, but now, friends, it is official. A new camera is going to be revealed Wednesday, so set your alarms, March 29th at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, as I mentioned in previous episodes, the new camera is expected to be part of the Sony ZV line that's aimed squarely at content creators. So if you're a YouTuber or you create content videos, this is a camera you're going to want to tune into. Now, while the specific details about the camera have been confirmed, it's widely assumed that the new camera will be the ZV-E1. Now, the camera will expand the ZV family substantially because it's rumored to be a full-frame camera based on the Sony a7S III. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the a7S III, it's an absolute killer of a video camera. Now, with that kind of pedigree, it makes sense that Sony has described the new camera as the ultimate content creation experience. That's a big set of shoes. Now, the ZV-E1 is rumored to have features from a number of Sony cameras. For example, rumors suggest it will be about the same size as the Sony a7C in body style, very similar to the ZV-E10. Now, it's also rumored to have features taken from Sony's FX3 cinema camera. Yeah, this is a mashup this is sounding pretty exciting. Now, fortunately, we're not going to have to wait long to find out what these rumors or what rumors are true with this here. So keep your eyes peeled for the official announcement on Wednesday and updates from yours truly on the next Photography Talk episode. Now, another shocker I'm talking about here today. Remember a while back when Canon was in the news because it issued a cease and desist order for companies producing third-party RF-mounted lenses? Well, it seems Canon has had second thoughts. Now, the company recently gave the green light to Vogelander to produce a third-party RF 50mm f1 lens. This is probably going to be a beast of a lens, but it's the first third-party lens that has the ability to communicate directly to the EOS R camera's lens mount without using one of those adapters. Now, apparently, Canon is also having conversations with other manufacturers about other third-party lenses as well. So this could get pretty interesting, but this is not going to be a free-for-all, though. Canon executives made a point of mentioning that third-party lenses will be approved on a case-by-case basis. So, well, I guess, as you might guess, Canon really doesn't want the third-party lenses to compete against Canon glass. That means whatever third-party lenses are approved, these things are likely to be very, very unique, like the 50mm f1 lens that we mentioned earlier. There's no such lens in Canon's native RF lens lineup, so there's no direct competition. Now, while Canon RF lenses are spectacular, many of them are also pricey, so the prospect of cheaper third-party lenses will be exciting for a lot of Canon shooters out there. Now, the question is, the big question for the day here, how long do we have to wait to see third-party lenses come to market? So stay tuned on that. And obviously, as we get more information on this, we'll keep you guys informed. And friends, that is it. And well, heck, normally at this part of the video, I usually discuss our current giveaway, but it has ended. So stay tuned for the next Photography Talk episode to learn who are our lucky winners and get a preview of our next round of prizes. But one last thing before we go jumping off here. Actually, there's going to be two things I'm going to throw at you here. If you enjoy this sort of content, be sure to head over to Photography Talk, sign up for an account. Friends, it is free to do so, and it gives you access to literally thousands of photography-related articles on the site, including news articles about camera gear, photography tutorials, and actually a lot more. So take a moment, sign up for an account, and get access to material that will help you take your best shot. And with that said, friends, that is officially all I have here for you today. Now it's that time of the video where, first, I'm going to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your time supporting the channel. YouTube has a never-ending supply of videos that could be grabbing your attention right now, and the fact that you've given me a few minutes of your time, friend, I am humbled and I appreciate that. But of course, I'm still going to shift gears and ask you to do all the YouTube stuff because it really, why beat around the bush? It helps us out a lot. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button because we'd love to see you again. And speaking of seeing you again, hit that all notification so every single time that we come out with a new video, YouTube is going to send you a notification letting you know that the video is prime and ready for you to sit down and watch. But that said, I think I've said that said 3 times today. I'm going to own it. I'm going to go with it. But it's the end of the video, so I'm going to be shutting up these cameras. Friend, looking forward to seeing you next time. So you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.